Aquarius season is upon us. Time to remain consistent when it comes to your goals for 2023. Hello, beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. Yes, the sun will be transiting through the sign of Aquarius, and during that 4-week period, Venus will be entering Pisces. So in this video, I will go over what you can expect when it comes to love and your life overall for your individual sign. And all I ask in return is that you give that like button a little tap, a baby tap. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. Aquarius season will begin when the sun enters Aquarius on January 20th at 8:29 a.m. Universal Time, which will be at 12:29 a.m. if you are on Pacific Time, 3:29 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and for those of you that are in the Southern Hemisphere, this will be at 7:29 p.m. in Sydney, Australia, and 10:29 a.m. in Johannesburg, South Africa. So let's find the best way to make the most of this Aquarius sun energy. When we think of the sign Aquarius, we think of innovation, persistence, creativity, and complex personalities that always offer a unique perspective. Aquarius is the third incarnation of the element air, so they are the big picture thinkers of the air signs. So let's celebrate all of those one-of-a-kind Aquarians out there as we all embrace individuality and use the fixed energy of this season to remain steadfast in making 2023 the year of dreams coming true. Happy Aquarius season. Now that you know the best way to harness the power of Aquarius season, let's see what this Aquarius season, including the shift of Venus into Pisces on January 26th, will mean when it comes to love and your life overall for your individual sign. Okay, my powerful Aries, when the sun shifts into Aquarius, for you, this will be in your 11th house. So this is the perfect momentum, Aries, for your forward movement in 2023. Mars will have gone direct on January 12th, and Mercury will have just gone direct on January 18th. So the resistant energy to forward movement will have been released, and you will have the strength of the sun's influence in your 11th house, Aries, which is my favorite transit because the 11th house is the house of dreams coming true. So your manifesting power will be getting a jolt during this 4 weeks of Aquarius season. This will be amplified even more if you have a natal Jupiter placement in the sign of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Now keep your awareness heightened for a new connection that you can make during this time. This could be a friend connection or a business connection. And I say keep your awareness open because this new connection that you make has the potential to serve a major role in your manifesting for the year 2023. So if you feel that intuitive vibe when you meet someone new where they feel familiar to you, just know that that could be that sort of connection that I'm referring to. Also, if there were any complications or confusion or disconnect that came up within a friendship during the Mercury retrograde phase, this is actually the time to reconnect with that person and talk it out. The supportive energy of this 11th house transit is likely to give you exactly what you need in terms of the words that will help to resolve the situation when the two of you talk it out. Now, the 11th house also indicates that getting out more and trying unconventional things can also serve to boost your manifesting power. I know as an Aries, you are usually up for trying new things, but just make sure that you are challenging yourself to step out of your comfort zone, especially when it comes to working towards achieving your goals. Remember, if you want something that you've never had, you have to do something that you have never done. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Pisces on January 26th, which will be in your 12th house, Aries. So for those of you out there that are looking to manifest love, this can work in a positive way with that 11th house sun transit. So this does increase your odds in terms of meeting someone new. However, just know that if you do, you may have the unusual need to keep that relationship to yourself. This is a rare thing for you because you aren't really that secretive as a person naturally. The exceptions are, of course, if you have Cancer moon, Pisces moon, or Scorpio moon, or even Capricorn moon, really, then you are the type of person that can be secretive about your personal business. But generally speaking, Aries aren't that secretive. But just know that the 12th house does influence you to want to protect the connection that you have with this new person by keeping it to yourself. And this will just be until you start to feel like it has long-term potential. Then you may open up about the situation. Now, for those of you that are already in a relationship, this 12th house could lend to you and your significant other learning new things about each other and going deeper with your connection, which can always be a good thing. So overall, Aries, this Aquarius season looks like an opening for you in terms of your manifesting power and this may even bring some love your way. So an exciting momentum as 2023 gets underway. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Aquarius season, Aries. Okay, my powerful Taurus, when the sun shifts into Aquarius, for you, this will be in your 10th house. So Taurus, this is that part of year where your professional world and the way that the public sees you comes into play. So if you want to make the most of this year, and if you want this year to be drastically different than last year, this is time to give energy to this area of your life. The 10th house energy will assist you in getting clarity in terms of what it is that you genuinely want. If you're looking to make more money, this could also be the perfect time to ask for a raise, because Mars has gone direct, which can give an uptick in forward movement and momentum, and Mercury is no longer retrograde, so there will be much less likelihood for confusion or miscommunication. Now, if you don't have a job and you've been looking for one, the 10th house is an excellent energy for raising the likelihood of you being able to find exactly what you've been looking for. So Taurus, if you've at all been feeling down about this area of your life, just know that it is about to get a lot better. And also know that if you make sure you are doing your part, you can amplify those possibilities even more by meeting the situation with a different mindset, a different outlook than you had last year. Now, this is also an excellent time for you to start your own business. So if this is an idea that you have been sitting on, then just know this is the perfect moment to take that leap of faith, Taurus. Another very positive thing about this 10th house transit, Taurus, is at times you can suffer from demotivation, that life can feel heavy, and this heaviness can make it hard for you to get motivated. Well, the sun's 10th house energy is bringing a charge to your physical energy, so make sure to capitalize on the fact that this will be a period where you will feel like doing more. You will feel more inspired, and you'll have more desire to get what it is that you want. So this is absolutely going to lead to more motivation. So this is an excellent time for forward movement, Taurus, for making strides in your professional world, and for bringing more financial abundance, and for being seen in a very positive light by your peers, where you get the recognition that you deserve. Now, when it comes to love, Taurus, Venus will be shifting into Pisces on January 26th, which will be in your 11th house. So Taurus, this is looking really good for your love life. This indicates that if you have been looking for love, it is highly likely that you could be introduced to someone with romantic potential through a friend, or at a gathering or a party that a friend invites you to. So if you receive an invite and you're looking for love, then make sure to say yes to the invite. This could also indicate that someone that you've been friends with for a while will now begin to be a bit more to you in terms of how you look at them and transitioning into a potential love connection. Now, if you're already in a relationship, the 11th house is excellent for the connection that the two of you have as well. Not only will the two of you feel more social as a couple, but if there is something that the two of you have been working on together in terms of a goal, it is highly likely that this will gain a lot of manifesting momentum during this time and begin to shift from a dream that the two of you have to a reality. So overall, Taurus, this Aquarius season looks like a positive energy for your world of work, for your world of public standing, and for love. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Aquarius season, Taurus. Okay, my powerful Geminis, when the sun shifts into Aquarius, for you, this will be in your 9th house. So Gemini, the floodgates of opportunity are opening for you. If the start of 2023 hasn't been that eventful thus far, or maybe it's just been going okay so far, just know that the energy is really about to pick up for you. The 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius, so this will be a time of expansion and new opportunity for you. Mars will have already gone direct, and Mercury, your ruling planet, will have just gone direct as well. So the difficulty when it comes to forward movement, because of Mars previously being retrograde, and the likelihood of miscommunication or confusion due to the Mercury retrograde phase, well, these two things will no longer be taking place. So look at Aquarius season as the true new beginning for your start to 2023. This is the time for you to take risks and go for it. If any opportunity for travel comes your way, take it. Or if you've already had travel planned during this time, just know that very positive things can come up for you during this trip. If you've been feeling like you've been wanting more out of life, or more motivation and just getting more meaning out of life, this is the opening for you to do that. If there is a new course that you've been wanting to take, or a new skill that you've been wanting to learn, this is also a very positive time for this sort of undertaking. And this could not only bring more joy into your life, but it could also lead to new opportunities, Gemini. So this Aquarius season is really just about living life for you Geminis out there. If there was any pain or sadness that came your way towards the end of 2022, just know that this was so you could process those emotions, then release those emotions in preparation for the positive manifesting meant for you in 2023. And that phase is beginning right now. You may also feel more of an inner calling for spirituality practices during this time, so remain open to that as well. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Pisces on January 26th, and this will be in your 10th house, which really isn't the strongest energy for meeting someone new, but it does have its possibilities. That is, if you are single, and that is something that you're really looking for. If it is, just know that the energy is strongest for you to meet someone who is connected to your job in some way. So if you're unemployed, get a job if you want to meet somebody. Or if you're not working and you're still in school, this could be the way that you connect to this new romantic potential. Also know that more than likely this person that you meet will be older than you. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this 10th house energy could lend to you playing the role of a mentor in some way to your significant other during this time, which could bring the two of you closer. So this is also a good thing. Now, as you know, Venus is the planet of love, but it also influences money. And whether you are in a relationship or whether you're single, just know that this Venus transit lends to a positive influence in manifesting financial abundance. So keep your consciousness and awareness focused on the excitement of this possibility as well. So overall, Gemini, it looks like this Aquarius season will be a fantastic time for change, for expansion, for new opportunities, more money, which is always a good thing, and maybe even some love. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Aquarius season, Gemini. Okay, my powerful Cancerians, when the sun shifts into Aquarius for you, this is going to be in your 8th house. So Cancers, this is going to be a great energy for you as we really get into the momentum of 2023. Mars will no longer be retrograde, which is great news. So there will be no more slowing down to your forward movement or any pushback when you're trying to move forward. Mercury will also have just gone direct, so no more drama when it comes to miscommunication and confusion. So this is going to be a really good time for you Cancers. It's going to be tricky though, because Capricorn season was a time where your Cancerian energy was diminished. So the balance of the part that your Cancerian energy plays in your overall disposition is going to come flooding back during Aquarius season. And for some of you, this could be a really good thing because maybe that Cancerian energy is what really motivates you. But for others, it could be more challenging because let's say that you're a Gemini with Aries moon and Cancer rising. Well, during the 4 weeks of Capricorn season, you probably felt a bit more motivated and you got a bit more done because things were affecting you less emotionally because you were left with Aries and Gemini energy, which is very spontaneous, a bit more consistent, and even a bit more decisive. And this was because the part of you that can be more affected by your moods was diminished. So now that Aquarius season is here, your Cancerian energy will be back in full force, which, like I said, is not a bad thing, but it will be a surge of emotion to a certain degree. So the 8th house, which is a very intense transit, will be the perfect time for you to reestablish your relationship with your emotions. By that I mean the 8th house is all about self-mastery. And for you Cancerians out there, mastering your emotions will mean making sure that when you are emotionally triggered, that you do not make decisions based on that initial emotional surge. Now, emotions are a great window into whether something works for you or whether something does not work for you. However, having Cancer in my own chart and a lot of it, I know when we are feeling emotions, especially initially, they come in a huge tidal wave, and the first inclination of that tidal wave, if it's a negative emotion, is usually to shut down the situation and just be done with it. However, this can rob you from the opportunity or the experience that the relationship may have been meant for. So during this 4 weeks of Aquarius season, challenge yourself to make your decisions from a place of spiritual clarity as opposed to emotional reactivity or intensity. So when you do get triggered, feel what you naturally feel, but then start asking yourself those oh so important questions like, what do you need in order to feel better? What is the choice that you can make that is in your soul's best interest, where you are honoring your truth, but you are also making sure that you aren't robbing yourself from certain benefits or forward movement? Now, this is going to be great for you Cancer, because once you start taking those steps, whenever you get triggered, you will no longer be motivated by frustration or sadness or pain or anger, and instead you'll be motivated by clarity and confidence in knowing yourself. Now, the 8th house also connects to sexual connection and even joint finances. So let's talk about Venus and love. Venus will be shifting into Pisces on January 26th, and this will be in your 9th house. So I love this for you, Cancer. The 9th house will bring an energy of freedom from any drama that either a current or a past relationship may have been bringing you. Even if you're in a relationship and you're having problems in that relationship during this time period, this 9th house energy will support you in handling it from a place of power, which is excellent for you. Now, if you're single and you're looking for love, this 9th house transit brings a heightened probability for you meeting someone new on some sort of trip or someone that has a different cultural background than you. Now, this 9th house also is positive for you getting clear on how you want to handle finances in your relationships, whether you are single or not. But just know, Cancers, the 9th house is a very positive energy for you when it comes to love. So overall, this Aquarius season is truly where you step into the new you for 2023. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Aquarius season, Cancers. Okay, my powerful Leos, when the sun shifts into Aquarius, it will be your turn. Your turn for the sun to spend 4 full weeks in your opposing polar opposite energy, which is absolutely not a bad thing, but it is something that I want you to make sure that you stay aware of, because when the sun is in the polar opposite energy of your sign, it greatly diminishes that energy that your sign plays in your overall disposition. For example, if you're Leo with Pisces moon and Sagittarius rising, then during the 4 weeks of Aquarius season, you will be operating much more from your Pisces moon and Sagittarius rising. So just know that if you're feeling off balance in any way during this time, you are now going to be prepared and know that there's nothing wrong with you, nothing's happening. Instead, you're just gonna know, okay, I'm ready for this. Let's make sure that you do the things that you know recalibrate you and put you back to your usual self as much as possible. So be prepared, Leo. Now, the sun will be in your 7th house during this time, which is the house of relationships. And this is relationships of all kinds: friendships, co-workers, family relationships, and especially romantic relationships. If you feel like you're being asked for more of your energy than usual from the relationships around you, well, this is why. And this is also an opportunity to establish the dynamic in these relationships in terms of what you want these relationships to be throughout 2023 and moving forward. So the good news is Mars is no longer retrograde. Mercury will have just gone direct as well. So any forward movement that you've wanted to take place in certain relationships will no longer have Mars to contend with in terms of any blockages there. And if there was any disconnect or confusion that took place during Mercury retrograde, just know that it's very likely to be resolved during this 7th house sun transit. Now, because the 7th house deals with relationships, let's talk about Venus, which will be entering Pisces on January 26th, and this will be in your 8th house, which means, Leos, that your desire for romantic connection and for physical connection, for sexual connection, and for spiritual connection, all of this will be heightened during this time. And as we know, desire is at the root of manifesting because it sparks the next step, which is visualizing and accepting that vision as your reality. So if you are single and you're looking for a relationship, this could indicate that the energetic window is opening for this to take place. But if you're single and you're thinking to yourself, a relationship is the last thing I want, well, just know that the 8th house is also excellent for business. So you can look forward to being presented with a big business opportunity during this time as well. And that is whether you're single or in a relationship. And if you are in a relationship, this will be a time where your sexual connection will improve, or if this is a serious area of disconnect, or if you're unsatisfied in this area, this will be the time that that topic will come up, with the likelihood of some clarity being reached and hopefully some reconnection and improvement in that area. Now, the 8th house is also an energy that brings transformation. And because the sun is in the 7th house, this connection does lend to assisting that transformation in your world of relationships that I was referring to at the beginning of this, including how you navigate relationships. So overall, Leos, this Aquarius season is going to illuminate your world of romance and relationships of all kinds in terms of making some big changes, some exciting new experiences and realizations, and it may even bring some business opportunities your way. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Aquarius season, Leos. Okay, my powerful Virgos, when the sun shifts into Aquarius, for you, this is going to be in your 6th house. So Virgo, this is going to be a 4-week period where you are really going to find yourself in the flow. This is because the 6th house is ruled by Virgo. It is the house of daily routines, the house of healing, of health, service, and even pets, which are all things that Virgo, you naturally bring a connection to. Now, Mars has gone direct, so you won't be feeling that pushback that you may have been feeling in the past few months in terms of things feeling more difficult than they should be or than they usually are. And now that Mercury recently went direct, there won't be the energy of miscommunication or unnecessary complications weighing on you. So now you can hit the ground running, Virgo, and establish what you see yourself accomplishing in 2023, and then set a daily schedule that supports that goal. The thing is, Virgo, you thrive when there is consistency in your life and a lack of distraction. And now the energy is perfect for you to set exactly what you want your day-to-day schedule to look like. It will also be very important for you to tend to your health during this time. And the way to do that is to first realize that the state of your health, Virgo, is usually directly related to your stress levels. High stress for you means more headaches. It sometimes means gastrointestinal issues. And let me make sure that I say that I'm obviously not a doctor, but I can tell you what astrology teaches us in terms of that relationship between Virgo and health. And Virgos making sure you manage your stress will have a majorly positive influence on your health. And what better time to get on top of this than at the top of the year? That way you can look forward to a year with as little issue as possible in this area. Also, Virgos, I do want to warn you that the 6th house can be connected to the negative effects of gossip. So if you find anyone bringing that sort of energy to you, or if you're tempted to engage in that sort of energy yourself, remove yourself from that scenario and resist that energy altogether. You don't want to plant a seed that can negatively come back and haunt you in the future. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Pisces on January 26th. So Virgo, this is an excellent opening for love and for relationships of all kinds. Not only does it increase the possibility of meeting someone new during this time, but it also increases the connection, compassion, and understanding in the relationships that you already have in your life. So if there was a breakdown in any relationship during the Mercury retrograde phase, it will be a great time to revisit the conversation with a different positive outcome once Venus does enter Pisces on the 26th and will be in your 7th house. If you've been dating someone, the 7th house energy will increase the likelihood of taking it to the next level and deepening that connection. Now, this is also an excellent transit for business negotiations and manifesting financial abundance. So there's an opening there as well, Virgos. So overall, Aquarius season looks like a time for really creating a strong foundation and experiencing forward movement when it comes to your world of work, when it comes to your world of health, and there may even be some love on the horizon. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Aquarius season, Virgos. Okay, my powerful Libras, when the sun shifts into Aquarius for you, this is going to be in your 5th house. So Libras, this is an excellent energy for you. After a 4-week period where you were tending to your inner spiritual home and your home in the physical world as well, and your foundation overall, and even the needs of others, because Capricorn was a nesting phase for you, you get the reward now and the energetic boost of breaking out of any heavy energy and really expressing yourself and having a good time for the next 4 weeks and moving forward. Not only has Mars gone direct, which is going to lend to things not being as difficult in terms of forward movement without blockages, but Mercury has also gone direct, which will lend to clearer communication and less complications overall in your day-to-day activities, Libra. Now, this 5th house energy will also bring a surge of new ideas in terms of things that you want to try in areas of your life that you want to explore. And if you're a parent, this is an excellent energy for spending time with your kids and connecting with them. This is also a great time for learning. So if you are still in school, be ready for a productive and successful 4-week period in that area of your life as well. Also, Libra, if there's any confusion that came up during the Mercury retrograde phase, and for you, that will really more than likely have been with a family member because Mercury was also transiting your 4th house. If there was any confusion or disconnect caused by that confusion, just know that this 5th house energy is the perfect support in terms of reconnecting and resolving any issue that you may have had. Now, this is also good energy for you, Libra, because you will be much more willing to take risks, and the 5th house energy also heightens the likelihood that if you do take a risk, the outcome more than likely is going to be favorable. And this will especially be true for those of you that have a natal Jupiter in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You may also find yourself being reminded of a hobby that you used to love and you have now the desire to pick it back up. So if you do, then go for it, Libra. Engaging in this sort of activity can bring about new connections and new experiences for you. And speaking of new experiences, the 5th house is also an excellent energy for love and romance, so let's talk about Venus. On January 26th, Venus will be shifting into Pisces, which is in your 6th house. This could mean that the romantic interest that you meet could in some way be connected to your professional world, meaning you could be introduced to them by someone that you work with, or you might meet them at your job, or they could even be a coworker, but be mindful of dating a coworker because that could be tricky in terms of if it's not working out, you're gonna have to see them at work, which is never fun. Now, if you're still in school, this could mean that you could meet them at school or someone from school could introduce you to them. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this 6th house Venus transit could lend to you being a bit more critical with your partner, so maybe lean into that 5th house energy instead and keep things more lighthearted. That way the two of you can experience the connection of this energy as opposed to the possible conflict that can come up from pointing out what you aren't satisfied with as opposed to focusing on what is working in the relationship. So overall, Libras, the 4 weeks of Aquarius season is an excellent energy for you, and it looks like it will be filled with fun, filled with adventure, and maybe even some new love coming your way. So embrace this energetic opening and a happy Aquarius season, Libra. Okay, my powerful Scorpios, when the sun shifts into Aquarius for you, this is going to be in your 4th house. So Scorpios, don't be surprised if you start to feel your family needing more of your energy during this 4-week period of Aquarius season. The good news is Mars has gone direct, so there is less energy blocking you from forward movement in your life and getting things done. And Mercury has also just gone direct, so there will be less confusion or miscommunication. So even if your family may be reaching out or needing more of you in their life in some way, the interaction should prove to be pretty positive. The 4th house also brings a strong energetic connection to your home. So if there is any part of you that has been thinking about moving, then this could be a really good time to do so, or to at least start looking. Or even if you aren't going to move, but you're just feeling like you need a change of energy in some sort of way in terms of your living situation, this could be the perfect time to just move some things around or redecorate or feng shui your living space. This is also a time where some repairs can be made, especially if during Mercury retrograde, some things in your home either broke or weren't running the way that they normally do. Now, this could also be a good time to look into investing in real estate in some way. Also, Scorpio, don't be surprised if some sort of situation comes up with a family member where trust is the focus. Just know that this will be an opportunity to address some lingering but unspoken issue and will more than likely resolve in a positive way, deepening the relationship that you have with this family member. Now, this is also a time for your inner spiritual home to get some attention. So if you have fallen off your usual spiritual routine or just not given that part of your world much attention, you will find that if you do during this Aquarius season, you will more than likely come across some major realizations, and also you will just overall feel more grounded and more confident as you move forward and navigate 2023. And speaking of navigating 2023, let's talk about love and Venus. On January 26th, Venus will be shifting into Pisces, which will be in your 5th house. So Scorpio, although the sun may be bringing the energy of a nesting phase, Venus is absolutely bringing some energy of love to your life. If you're single, the 5th house Venus transit is a strong indication of a heightened possibility of meeting someone new. So that could be really exciting. And if you're already in a relationship, this 5th house transit is very positive for the connection to deepen between the two of you and for the two of you to have some exciting adventures together. So overall, Scorpio, this Aquarius season looks like it's going to be one that gives you a chance to recharge and set a strong home foundation for yourself, while also connecting spiritually, resolving some issues with family, and even opening some major possibilities in your world of love and romance. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Aquarius season, Scorpios. Okay, my powerful Sagittarians, when the sun shifts into Aquarius, for you, this is going to be in your 3rd house. So Sagittarius, I have some great news for you. This is going to be a very busy 4 weeks. The reason I say this is great news is because you thrive when you have a lot going on. The more you have to do, the more you feel like you are living life. The good news is these activities will not be based in stressful areas of your life. This isn't going to be about family or friends needing your help, which isn't a bad thing. You don't mind helping people when they're asking for your help, but this is much more about you giving your energy to the places that you want to focus your energy on in terms of building abundance in those areas. After your rebirth season, Capricorn season gave you the energetic foundation to lay the groundwork for your relationship with financial abundance. And now Aquarius season is here to really open the door to begin manifesting the goals that you have for 2023. Mars went direct on January 12th, so there won't be as much pushback or frustration when you're attempting to get things done. Things will feel much more in the flow, and you won't have as hard of a time gaining momentum, which is great. And Mercury also will have just gone direct on January 18th, so there won't be the frustration of miscommunications or technological troubles getting in the way. So don't be surprised, Sagittarius, if you start to feel doors opening for you. A wave of positive energy is definitely coming your way, so be prepared and clear on what it is that you want to accomplish so you can take advantage of this upswing in energy. Just know that the third house does involve the relationships that you have with siblings, with extended family, and even neighbors. So if there have been any issues with the relationships in these areas of your life, they may come up. So be prepared to deal with that. But just remember, Sagittarius, you don't do small energy. If anything comes up, focus on the solution, implement whatever that solution is, if possible, and just keep it moving. Don't waste time point proving or punishing someone. Your time will be much better spent focusing on your goals for the year and the things that bring you joy. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Pisces on January 26th, which will be in your 4th house. So this isn't really a huge indication of meeting someone new. So if you're single and you're looking for love, this may not be the 4-week period that this takes place, but at least you do have some energy from that 3rd house sun transit, which will at least have you out and about and in the right scenario to potentially meet someone. But don't worry, Sagittarius, the next transit for Venus will be in Aries, and that will for sure be a really excellent time for you in love. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this 4th house transit could mean that the two of you may be moving in together, or if you already live together, it could mean moving to a new location or even just redecorating or buying something new for the home. It also is a time where the two of you may feel the urge to spend more time together at home. So not really the most exciting time in terms of passion and new adventures, but a more grounding, more intimate phase of the relationship. So Sagittarius, Aquarius season looks like it's going to be a fast-paced time filled with opportunity, but not much intensity in the area of romance. But this could be a good thing since you will have so much going on in other areas of your life. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Aquarius season, Sagittarius. Okay, my powerful Capricorns, when the sun shifts into Aquarius for you, this is going to be in your 2nd house. So Capricorn, the 2nd house is ruled by Taurus. So the energy of Aquarius season being in your 2nd house is an energy that goes very well with your natural disposition. So you can look forward to a 4-week period of very positive energy for you. Things will feel like they are much more easier to accomplish, and your motivation will be increased due to the fact that Mars will have gone direct on January 12th and Mercury will have gone direct on January 18th. So you won't have any unnecessary miscommunications or frustrations with technology, which is always a good thing. So it's go time, Capricorn. You are just now coming out of your season. Hope you had a good time, which was a time to connect to and define who you intend to be in 2023. So now moving forward into Aquarius season, this is the first phase of actualizing into that vision and stepping into that energy. And the first step is creating a strong foundation with the material world and material abundance. And this all begins with your self-worth. So don't be surprised if a situation comes up during the 4 weeks of Aquarius season where you have to ask for what you deserve and then stick to it. This could be with work, or it could be with a relationship, romantic or otherwise. This will be the universe's way of giving you insight into how you truly feel about your self-worth. Do you make concessions just to keep the peace, even though you may be sacrificing what you deserve? Or are you willing to say, look, I know my worth and either I receive what I deserve or I will take my energy elsewhere? Showing the universe that you are connected to and confident in your self-worth will open the path for the universe to reflect that back to you in terms of what you attract to yourself. And I'm not saying go around and give people ultimatums, like either you do what I ask for or I'm out. It's just about saying if you're asking for what you know you deserve, then it's about sticking to what you know you deserve, but then having the conversation, attempting to get to a place where you're getting the energy back that you require in order to feel excited and good about the relationship that you have. It's not just saying you're either in or out and then just taking a yes or no. You want to make sure in 2023 you're giving the other person the energetic opening to resolve the situation with a productive conversation, like I was saying. Because remember, the universe can only do for you what it can do through you, meaning what you have going on inside in terms of self-perception will be what you manifest in your outer world. So keep your awareness heightened for that opportunity. Now, when it comes to love, Capricorn, Venus will be shifting into Pisces on January 26th, which will be in your third house. So this is actually a very positive energy for you and the world of romance. If you are single and you're looking for love, this looks like you may have not just one, but two potential love connections come up during this time. The thing is, they may not be soulmate potential, but at least you'll be having some fun and you'll be stirring up that energy in that area and starting a new phase of connection and possibilities in your world of romantic relationships. Now, this is a great transit for communication and for taking short trips. So if you are invited somewhere, say yes, because this could be the way that you meet that new special someone. Now, if you're already in a relationship, you and your significant other will also have better conversations. And if you were feeling a bit disconnected during Mercury retrograde, things will start to get better and reconnection will for sure be possible. Not to mention, the two of you will feel like doing more things together and being more social, which can also be a good thing. Now, whether you're in a relationship or single, the third house Venus transit is also a good time for business dealings as well. So keep your eyes open for an opportunity in that area. So overall, Capricorns, Aquarius season looks like it is going to be a very positive time for you financially in terms of establishing new, more abundant relationships with the material world. And it may even bring some exciting new love to those of you that are single and some new experiences and connection to those of you that are already in relationships. So embrace this energetic opening, live it up, love it up, and happy Aquarius season, Capricorn. Okay, my powerful Aquarians, it is finally here, your season. And I want to wish all of you uniquely magnificent Aquarians out there an upcoming year of laughter, new ideas, new experiences, fulfilling relationships, no drama, endless abundance, and most of all, love. So happy birthday, Aquarius. Now, when the sun shifts into your sign, this will be in your first house. So first off, Aquarius, I want to let you know that there are two majorly good things at play here. Mars went direct on January 12th, which released any frustrating energy in terms of forward movement and getting things done. So just overall, there's going to feel like there are a lot less obstacles in your way when you're going for what you want. And Mercury recently went direct on January 18th, so there won't be the drama of unnecessary miscommunications or confusions in that area either. So this is the perfect time for you to really get your 2023 started. Capricorn season was in your 12th house, which is a very heavy energy. So if you were recently feeling less motivated or just more tired than you usually feel, or even more emotional, it's okay because that's exactly how you were supposed to be feeling. This was so you could recognize the areas of your life where you may have been feeling lack, so that way you could determine for yourself what changes you want to see in your life. And after establishing that clarity, you can now step into your season, your solar return, your rebirth time, letting go of the past 12 months, taking with you the lessons and embarking on this new chapter more informed and more confident that you will manifest exactly what you desire. So this is the time of year, Aquarius, where the stars have aligned to bring you that energetic boost to embrace change. So don't be surprised if new opportunities come up relative to career, relative to new connections, new desires, even in terms of where you find joy, and you may even have some overwhelming urge to change up your look to match how you're feeling differently on the inside. If you truly want change, Aquarius, now is the time to step into the new you. And maybe life was actually great for you before this. And if that's the case, then this is the time where it will only get better. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Pisces on January 26th, which will be in your second house. So this isn't the strongest energy, honestly, for meeting someone new if you're single, but it also doesn't mean that you're not going to. What it does mean is if that you do meet someone new, then more than likely, this is going to take place in an environment somehow connected to money, like at a store even, or maybe even at your job, or it could also even be at a bank. They will also be the personality type that is more grounded and more practical than what you're usually attracted to, which can be a good balance for you, Aquarius. Now, if you are already in a relationship, this second house Venus transit, it won't have much of an effect on your romantic relationship, other than just bringing the two of you a wave of energy to the way that the two of you handle finances. And it may even bring a boost to the manifesting power that the relationship has for financial gain, which is always a good thing. So Aquarius, your season is going to be a huge opening for new energy, for big energy, exciting energy. So embrace this opening, go for it, have fun, live it up, love it up. Happy birthday and happy Aquarius season. Okay, my powerful Pisces, when the sun shifts into Aquarius for you, this will be in your 12th house. The 12th house is ruled by Pisces and Neptune. So you will be right at home during this 4 weeks of Aquarius season. But be prepared, Pisces, because it will be emotionally intense for you. Not in a negative way at all, but in a way that is very enlightening. This is because this is meant to be a period where you really take a good, hard look at your life and determine what things are working for you that you want to build upon and what things are just no longer a source of joy or fulfillment, and then embrace the idea of letting those things go. This is the 4 weeks before your season, and your solar return that takes place on February 18th will be a time of rebirth. But in order to truly make the most of that energy, you will have to shed any and all negative energy from your life. Now, the good news is Mars has gone direct, so there will be less pushback when you're going after your goals, and there will be more motivation overall. And Mercury will have just gone direct as well, which means better communication and less drama with technology and travel. So the energy will be flowing, Pisces. It will be readily available for you to tap into it, to connect to it, and gain insight from it. So this will be a good time to up your meditation game and maybe even to keep a dream journal. This is because many answers can come your way in that deeper state of awareness that is achieved during meditation or that is experienced in a dream state while asleep. Now, these 4 weeks of Aquarius season should feel like a time of emotional cleansing, of spiritual cleansing, and physical cleansing, Pisces. So any conflict that comes up, see it as a window into what needs to be cleansed in your life, what needs to change. Also, make sure to set aside some time to rest, because this cleansing can feel exhausting at times and you will need some time to recharge. So take it. That way you will be ready for your season. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Pisces on January 26th. So in the midst of this energetic cleansing, you will also have a brand new energy coming your way relative to your love life. So this could be a new relationship if you're single, or it could also just mean a new way of looking at love, a new excitement about love, recognizing that you want different things out of a relationship relative to what you may have needed or wanted in the past. One thing is for sure though, Pisces, there will be clarity in this area. So if you're already in a relationship, this will be one of those phases where the relationship either deepens or you start to recognize that there are things that for sure need to change if the relationship is going to flourish. The good news is this Venus transit is in your first house, which is a very positive energy. So however it unfolds, you can rest assured that it will be in your soul's best interest. Also remember that Venus is the planet of love and money, so Venus transiting your first house is great energy for your financial pursuits and for your financial gain as well, so this is also a good thing. So Pisces, overall, Aquarius season is a preparation phase for you, a time to get ready for your season where 2023 will really get underway and start to gain a positive momentum. So embrace this energetic opening, make sure to make the most of this 4-week period, live it up, love it up, and happy Aquarius season, Pisces. Okay, so there you have it. What to expect for love and your life overall during this Aquarius season from January 20th to February 18th. So let's stay focused on making the choices that lead to the actions that support your truth and will assist you in manifesting the things that you desire and you definitely deserve. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.